Welcome everybody, welcome to Action on Gamers, and today we're talking about Steins. Now what can I tell you guys about Steins? From my first experience about Steins, I got to know about it through the anime. Now I didn't watch the anime, but there was a lot of hype surrounding the anime, and of course when I heard it was based on a visual novel, I was just ready to jump in there. But as I was checking out the prices on eBay, I was not surprised to find out it cost a fortune. About $100 to say the least. And well, while I wanted to buy it, I was sort of on the edge. For the most part, I feel that if I feel like a game is worth it, I should pay the money for it. But luckily, our good friend Mike Amish came to us as a saint and gave us a digital copy for free to try out. And so I did. And here's my opinion on it. You know what, it is pretty hard to review a visual novel without getting into some kind of story analysis mode, but you know what, without a physical box in hand, I'm gonna try to do it anyway. So let's get to it.
Steins is yet another captivating visual novel by 5PP Games and Nitro Plus, which is part of their Science Adventure series. One of the most excellent things about Steins is that the strength of its narratives comes from the fact that it tackles a great subject matter, namely time travel, while also offering sincerely one of the most charming cast of characters I've encountered in my time playing video games. You could stay for either one of them. The range of uplifting characters found in this game, such as the cosplaying friendly young Mayuri, or the oftentimes creepily and nerdy Daru, or the sheer complexity of time travel theories, there just isn't enough to be said about it. Okabe, our main character, is the star of the show, showing extremely human traits, and is without a doubt the character that goes through the most development during the course of the game. Coming off as amusing and mildly insane in the beginning, Okabe slowly unravels himself to be something so much more. The game offers its very own take on time travel concepts based on a lot of real-life fiction, and also pseudoscience that mixes it for a perfect blend that makes their science mumbo come off as extremely credible. I feel like this was one of the game's strongest suits. I could convince myself that the world I was playing out in front of my eyes was pretty much real, immediately creating a very cozy illusion. The game's story is an emotional roller coaster. Being about time travel, the story luckily covered a lot of the drama and the consequences the concept has to offer. The story is, in short, about the dawn and the creation of the first time travel machine. One of the main draws about this is that since we get to see the time travel machine in its initiating moments, we also get to learn about what flies and what doesn't, same as the main characters. It was because of this reason we could actually connect with their struggles on a whole different level. From the moment you start playing the game, you feel like you're a lab member, and you're equally eager to find out how time travel works as the rest of them are. One of the best part about this is that since a lot of rules are established over time, when things go bad, the sheer desperation and helplessness becomes very clear to even the player, and it's almost too easy to sympathize with the main characters. Starting off very laid back and comfortable, the story gives you a chance to learn about the characters and lets you feel pretty much at home with them and learn about their everyday lives. Although what really makes the story interesting is that it has a really realistic twist in the middle part, where after the game takes a very much darker tone. Just like life, it was really unexpected, and a lot of those calmer moments of the game felt just like another distant memory to you, and now you have to deal with a new dilemma. Of course, the surface level problems are just that. As with all other very good visual novels, there's always a great twist and underlying plots that not only surprise you, but wraps all of the events together. In case of this game, they narrate down to the smallest of details in one of the most genius moves ever. It was a very unexpected plot device that made your brain go numb for a second. One thing that I do have to admit is that I pretty much preferred the first half of the last, due to how some of the events that play out when you're time traveling actually feel a bit repetitive. Although I honestly loved both parts for different reasons, Okabe's journey as a character really becomes a main attraction during the second half, and it's something amazing to experience. Of course, the culmination of it all, the ending phases, was what took the cake. Seeing these strong characters overcome such hardships and finding their resolution in what seemed to be a pointless case really brought things home. The characters' relationships is something I will never forget from this game. The translation feels consistent throughout. Being done mainly by one person, it does a great job carrying over the various quirks and personalities that the cast has to offer. It was truly an excellent feat, considering how time travel has an overall effect on the dialogue, such as how it tears down Okabe, and how it was important to get characters surrounding him to act a certain way, since they're either unaware or wary of his actions. The pinpoint accuracy of the translation was of highest importance to give off the right feeling. It was a relief to see it be done so well. As far as multiple ending goes, the game has its share of them. From what I experienced, I feel like the writers wanted to create one consistent story, and not focus too much on creating heavily altering story scenarios for each of the heroines. if you now can call them that. Instead, the extra endings you could get are all conveniently placed to the side of the main story. They only serve as optional endings and are pretty brief, and could be compared to joke endings in other games, if you had lost to a boss or something similar like that. That being said, these endings did serve as an interesting what-if scenario, but they did not uncover the excellent mystery that was set up in the main storyline. The unique twist to this game is the integration of Okabe's cell phone. With this, you will have the ability to travel through time at the right occasions and answering messages. Answering messages with specific answers is the key to reach the true ending, or generally interact with the in-game world. The true ending is connected to one of the many girls Okabe can end up with. It's pretty much clear who it is, but to get the most out of the story, it's extremely vital that you interact as much as possible with this certain person, preferably using a walkthrough, as it will make things much easier. Personally, I played without a guide for the first run, just to see how things would end up without hand-holding. It did add a couple of extra hours to again reach the point where I could get the true ending, even as I was fast-forwarding through most of it. The music in the game still echoes in my head. The background music is perfectly suited for their cause, some of which sound really silly to a point where they crack me up, but other ones knew exactly how to pull my heartstrings. Skycloud Observer and Gate of Steiner are some of the most excellent themes I've heard from the game. I also love the in-game CGs. They were few and far between, but the game definitely had a special aesthetic to it. Small tweaks like moving the monk shots around in different locations on the screen breathed some new life into what would normally be a very static visual experience, like most visual novels are. And I was really surprised by how much I grew to love it, and how much it improved my overall experience with the game.
As for some closing words on this video, when I said I was gonna pay $100 for this game, now that I played the game, I actually think I can mean it sincerely. You know, I always feel like every game should have a chance to be really good, so paying $100 is not a big deal if I feel that the game can do it. But now that it's proven it to me, I feel like maybe I can tell you guys to go and buy it for $100, or, you know what, at least try it, because it's a really good game. And I really have to thank Mike for giving us a chance to play this game. It's so worth it. Thank you so much for all these good memories I've got from this game. And you guys, I really hope you guys can play it too. So, until next time, get gaming.